Thank you so much, everyone, for staying with us right here from our Benin City studio, where we are monitoring the governorship election of Saturday for you. You heard and you watched some portion of the interview we had earlier with the former national chairman of the APC, Comrade Adams Oshiomole. Of course, you can watch the full length of that interview on Channels Television's YouTube page. And, of course, you will get the link to watch it also from our website and on some other of our social media platforms. Let's get some response. Now, tonight we're going to be hearing from the official spokesperson of the PDP in this campaign and, of course, in the PDP in Edo State. I'm being joined on the program by Chris Nehikhare, who is the spokesperson of the PDP in the state. Thank you so much, Chris, for coming tonight.
Thank you, Sharon, for having me.
First and foremost, let's take the issues one after the other. For some of the things that Comrade Adams Oshiomole has said, first and foremost, your party had a press conference to say the APC does not have a candidate. What do you mean by that?
It's obvious. The APC does not have a candidate. The APC structure, as it is in Edo State today, has completely collapsed into the PDP. From the 192 ward chairmen to the 18 local government party chairmen, all the executive of the state ESCO of APC, they are all members of PDP today. What we have, the other side, is a faction of APC that is popularly referred to as APM. That is the candidate on the ballot and is imposing himself as an impostor under the APC platform. And you are aware that APC members have gone to court and have said at several fora that they do not have a candidate. So it's going to be interesting. And my advice to Edo people is that do not waste your votes on APC, because the only candidate of this party or this election is the PDP candidate, Governor Obaseki, who has been endorsed by both APC and PDP. He's flying under the PDP
What
platform.
you're saying presently now is not confirmed by INEC, is what politicians are talking about.
INEC does not confirm who is in the political party. Their job is to organize elections.
Party members. Are you saying in terms of membership or ballot?
On
who is going to be on the ballot? Because INEC has not come out to say...
No, on the ballot, what we have is APC and PDP. You don't have Pastor Ezeyamu or Obaseki. That's what you have on the ballot. So it is the party that determines who the members or who their candidate is. Not you that says, I'm a candidate of what. No, the party determines who the candidate is. For PDP, we can tell you the candidate is Godwin Obaseki. For APC, the chairman of APC has told us and has told the whole world that he does not have a candidate.
Okay. The Comrade Adams Oshiomole has spoken about his expertise. I mean, coming into politics in Edo State, how he won the election, his popularity, and how he said he broke down the PDP's rigging machine. How would you react to that?
I would say Oshiomole is living in fool's paradise. Oshiomole was suspended by a ward chairman and today is not a member of any political party. His suspension is still subsisting. And we all know that.
But you're a member of the PDP. How do you know what is happening in their party?
The court determined it. Are you not aware that he was suspended? Are you not aware that he was already a ward chairman? Are you not aware that the courts, all to the appeal court, said he cannot be chairman and he was kicked out? These are the issues. He goes and he talks a lot. So when he speaks, we look at him and listen. As governor, he was also very garrulous. He has not changed, and that is what cost him his job as the national chairman. If he was a good politician, he would remain the national chairman of the party. But he's such a bad politician, he was kicked out because of the disgrace, the disdain he brought to APC. He has destroyed that party. The fabrics that tied that party together, he has broken it.
Is that what your party feels? Or
that's what Nigerians feel, and that's what APC feel, and that's what Mr. President feels by sacking him and insisting that he must go.
He talked about Mr. Obaseki's performance, and according to Mr. Oshiomole, he said Obaseki has not performed.
Oshomole's perception is not the perception of Edo people. Oshiomole is myopic. He thinks by jumping into little gutters. Oshiomole is the one that has a problem with performance, and that is why he does not want Obaseki to complete the second term, because Oshiomole will be drafted. Obaseki has done so well. Civil service reform, pensions reform, health reform, Edo Best program, the stadiums, the roads. If I can't start talking now, the time is too short for me to catalogue what Obaseki has achieved in the last 4 years. And Edo people know this, and that is why when you drive on the streets of Benin, everybody tells you 4 plus 4, Togba, which means it must be complete, 4 plus 4.
What does Togba mean?
Togba means it must be complete.
It's a Benin word?
It's a Benin word, yes.
Okay.
It must be complete.
And you seem very confident about Saturday, because the way you are talking, what gives you the confidence about it? candidature of candidacy of Mr. Obaseki?
It is the enthusiasm with which the Edo people received us in the 192 wards we visited. The enthusiasm when you walk from point A to point B within Benin on any of the 18 local governments and they identify you as the PDP person, they come to you, they mob you and tell you that we are with you 100%. Because their lives are touched at every level. The pensioners' lives are touched by the Obaseki clearing the pensions, which was owed, especially by Oshiomole, who killed them and killed them in terms of making them cry every day for their pensions to be paid. Obaseki cleared that. The civil servants are having a new lease of life by the completion and the modernization of their secretariats and the opportunity to be trained and retrained to perform better. The school teachers are happy because they've now gotten training, they now have a new mode of teaching, and the students are better for it.
The average voter in Edo State feel what you're feeling? Because if you hear what Mr. Oshiomole has said about Mr. Eze Yamu's candidature and that of Mr. Obaseki, it does feel like he's a popular person on the ground, and they believe what he has sold to them in the candidature of yet another, according to him, a very popular candidate, Mr. Eze Yamu.
Oshiomole is swallowing the bitter pill. He knows that this is the end of the era for him. Edo people have said never again will they have people like Oshiomole have their hands on our treasury. You see, his government was a government of thugs. Government of he even called himself a lion. Lions and tigers. Do you
have evidence of the thug that you're talking about?
Of course, we all
just making allegations.
Today, our market women, traders are all happy because now the levies they pay to government, the tax they pay to government are collected in a humane manner, not by force, not by harassment. And these thugs that Oshiomole used, and this is where the problem started when the government said no, our mothers should be free from harassment and thuggery.
Chris, let's conclude this conversation in 20 seconds. And I'd like to ask, you worked with Mr. Eze Yamu 4 years ago.
Yes.
You had the heart POI 4 years ago, but now you're wearing that of Obaseki. You don't believe in the man you believed in 4 years ago. Has anything changed? 20 seconds, please.
Nice man, Eze Yamu, nice man. But unfortunately, I love Edo State more. I love Edo State more. I do not want access to Edo State through Adas Oshiomole and his friend in Lagos, Bola Tinubu. Edo State is for Edo people.
Thank you so much, Chris Nehikhare, the PDP, the spokesperson of the PDP in Edo State. Thank you so much for your time and your response on some of these issues. Well, that's our show for today, everyone. Many thanks for watching. Don't forget that you can be with us right here. We'll keep you company on. If you want to know everything that is happening in Edo State, you don't need to come down. We are on the ground. Is here. Thank you so much, everyone, for watching. I'm Oshiomole. Bye-bye.